quite yet. They hurried down the walls that held the back of the lake. The frightened insects looked for a place to hide. Eyes on this book, please. Worried that the giant scoop might shovel them up again. Close by, they found a huge round disc with holes that could neatly hide them. You have to look at the book to look at the pictures, okay? But as soon as they climbed the inside, their hiding place was lifted, tilted, and lowered into a dark space. When the ants climbed out of the holes, they were surrounded by a strange red glow. It seemed to them that every second the temperature was rising. Look at that.
It's toast, because I see little bread in the second page. It's toast, because I see little bread. And if it's that, because I see a little lever, and it has 2 holes, long holes, where toast could fit, silver. It looks black.
It does look like that.
It is a toaster. It's a toaster. It's a toaster.
Toaster. All right. I think you're right. And I think you're using those pictures to help you out.
Yeah, because it doesn't say the words, and you look at the pictures.
And you kind of use what you already know, don't you? Remember that?
Yeah.
Background knowledge. Okay, let's keep our eyes on the page, please. It soon became so unbearably hot that they found. Jerison, please look towards here. Quiet. Hot that they thought that they would soon be cooked. But suddenly, the disc they were standing on rocketed upward, and the 2 hot ants were flying through the air. Jerison, put your hands down, please. Okay?
Other notes everywhere.
Oh.
It's helping us.
Yeah.
Actually.
They landed near what seemed to be a fountain, a waterfall pouring from a silver tube. Both ants had powerful thirst and lunged to dip their feverish heads into the refreshing water.
It is a sink because it's coming down, because I don't see it's silver, and water bottles are not silver, so it's a sink.
Right. As they got closer to the rushing water, the ants felt a cool spray. They tightly gripped the shiny surface of the fountain and slowly leaned their heads into the falling stream. But the force of the water was much too strong. The tiny insects were pulled off the fountain and plunged down into a wet, dark chamber. They landed on half-eaten fruit and other soggy things. Suddenly, the air was filled with loud, frightening sounds. The chamber began to spin. The ants were caught in a whirling storm of shredded food and stinging rain. Then, just as quickly as it started, the noise and spinning stopped. Bruised and dizzy, the ants climbed out of the chamber.
Thank you.
What do you think that chamber is?
A sink.
A sink? Okay. I think you're right. Is there anything else that you've seen in a sink sometimes that makes real loud noise?
No.
Sometimes Mommy might put food down the drain, and it's in the big part of the drain, and it makes a loud noise. You know what that is? Focus on me. Focus on me, Jerison. I think that might be one of those things that crush the food in a sink. I think it might be a garbage disposal.
Nope.
You've seen one of those?
But it's silver and it's coming with water.
Yeah, and it's in the sink. All right, let's keep going. In daylight, once again, they raced through puddles and up a smooth metal wall. In the distance, they saw something comforting. 2 long, narrow holes that reminded them of warmth and safety in their underground home. They climbed up into the dark openings. But there were no safety inside these holes. A strange force passed through the wet ants. They were stunned senseless and blown out of the holes like bullets from a gun. When they landed, the tiny insects were too exhausted to go on. Oh, they crawled into a dark corner and fell fast asleep. Night had returned when the battered ants woke to a familiar sound. Oh, the footsteps of their fellow insects returning for more crystals. The 2 ants slipped quietly into the end of the line. They climbed the glassy wall and once again stood amid the treasure. But this time they each chose a single crystal and followed their friends home.
Yay!
Standing at the edge of their ant hole, the 2 ants listened to the joyful sounds that came from below. They knew how grateful their mother queen would be when they gave her their crystals. At that moment, the 2 ants felt happier than they'd ever felt before. This was their home, and this was their family. This is where they were meant to be. The end.